Every year, millions of people wage war against plants growing in their own yards and farms. They spray them, rip them out, burn them, poison the soil to stop them from coming back. All because of one word: weeds. But what if that word has blinded us? What if some of the most valuable plants on earth are the ones growing freely beneath our feet? Plants that can feed families, restore damaged land, support pollinators, reduce fertilizer costs, and help ordinary people become more self-sufficient. This is not a story about weeds. It is a story about hidden value. And once you see it, your land may never look the same again. Beneath the surface, one stubborn survivor drills deep into the earth, unlocking hidden nutrients and restoring life where the soil seems exhausted. At number 1 is dandelion, known as the deep miner. To many homesteads, dandelion is a symbol of neglect, a yellow flower in the lawn, a weed to be removed before it spreads. But underground, another story is unfolding. Beneath the surface, dandelion sends a deep taproot into the earth, far deeper than many cultivated crops. That root reaches into mineral-rich layers of soil most shallow-rooted plants never touch, drawing in calcium, potassium, and trace nutrients. Then, slowly, those nutrients are drawn upward into the leaves and stems. When the plant is cut down and returned to the soil, those minerals remain near the surface, where garden crops can use them. A weed or a free nutrient pump? And it does not end there. The leaves are edible, rich in vitamins A, C, and K. The roots are dried and roasted into herbal tea. The flowers are used in syrups, jellies, and traditional recipes. For generations, people understood what many have forgotten. Sometimes the plants we remove first are the ones we need most. In the harshest heat and driest soil, one resilient grower spreads low and thrives where most plants wither, turning struggle into survival. Let's go on and explore this legendary survivor. At number 2 is purslane, commonly known as the survivor. In places where other plants struggle, purslane appears. It appears stubbornly between stones, in dry gardens, along neglected edges of pathways. It asks for little, yet gives much. Its thick, succulent leaves store water, allowing it to thrive under harsh sun and poor conditions. And inside those leaves is something rare: omega-3 fatty acids, a nutrient most people associate with fish, hidden inside a plant many never notice. Purslane also offers vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants. But perhaps its greatest value is not on the plate, but on the ground. As it spreads, purslane shades the soil below. Moisture evaporates more slowly. Surface temperatures drop. The earth remains protected. In a world of rising heat and costly water, this small plant becomes a quiet ally. The land does not always need more inputs. Sometimes it needs more understanding. Because this small plant becomes a quiet ally, in purslane, we understand. In the next section, quietly covering the ground, one humble helper feeds the soil with natural nitrogen, enriches tired land, and works for free beneath your feet. At number 3 is clover. A few people know it as the silent fertilizer. Most people look at clover and see an imperfect lawn, but beneath each leaf, an invisible partnership is taking place. Clover forms relationships with beneficial bacteria in the soil. Together, they capture nitrogen from the air and convert it into a form plants can use. Nitrogen is one of the most expensive and essential nutrients in agriculture. It drives green growth, leaf production, crop vigor. Many pay for it in bags. Clover helps produce it naturally. Its roots improve soil structure. Its flowers feed bees. Its leaves feed grazing animals. And where monoculture lawns demand constant maintenance, clover asks for less and gives more. The lesson is simple. Not everything valuable looks neat. Not everything useful comes packaged. Our next amazing plant is often ignored and pulled out too soon. One wild green grows fast, packs rich nutrition, and could be more valuable than many garden crops. At number 4 is lambsquarters, known as the forgotten green. Some of the best food grows where no one planted it. Lambsquarters is one example. Tall, leafy, fast-growing, and often discarded without a second thought. Yet nutritionally, it rivals cultivated greens. It contains protein, iron, calcium, vitamins A and C, cooked like spinach, added to soups, or fed to livestock. It turns neglected ground into abundance. And while people spend money buying greens wrapped in plastic, this plant grows freely in disturbed soil and garden edges. Its leaves become food. Its stems become compost. Its growth becomes biomass. Waste only exists when value goes unseen. Our next star is different. Where the soil is compacted and struggling, one quiet messenger appears, revealing hidden problems while offering healing leaves and deep resilience. At number 5 is plantain. There is a reason it's called the signal plant. Broadleaf plantain is often found where the ground has been compacted, on paths, driveways, and trampled soil. It does not appear by accident. Its presence can signal stress beneath the surface. Its roots push into hardened earth, opening channels for air, water, and microbial life. Its leaves contain vitamins and minerals, and for centuries it has appeared in traditional remedies. But perhaps its greatest gift is information. The land is always communicating. Those who learn its language stop fighting symptoms and start solving causes. Because sometimes a weed is not a problem. It is a message. And finally, with massive leaves and deep roots, one powerhouse pulls nutrients upward, builds rich mulch fast, and helps turn gardens into self-feeding systems. At number 6 is comfrey, with a reputation as the system builder. Some plants are useful, others become infrastructure. Comfrey belongs in the second category. Its roots dive deep, mining nutrients from below. For good reasons, that's why it's called the system builder. Its leaves grow rapidly and regenerate after cutting. Again and again, season after season. It's a priceless relationship with homesteaders. Those leaves are laid around fruit trees as mulch, added to compost piles, used to enrich soil. High in potassium and biomass, comfrey helps support flowering and fruiting crops. One plant, many functions. This is how experienced farmers think. Not in isolated products, but in systems. When one living thing replaces fertilizer, mulch, and repeated labor, efficiency begins. And efficiency is wealth. The greatest shift in homesteading is not learning to grow more. It is learning to see more, to notice what already exists, to recognize free resources, to work with natural systems instead of against them. These plants ask for no marketing, no shelf space, no permission. They arrive quietly, and for those willing to learn, they offer food, fertility, resilience, and freedom. The modern world teaches dependence. Nature often teaches the opposite. So before you remove the next wild plant from your yard, pause, look closer. It may be worth far more than you think. Which of these plants grows near you right now? Tell us in the comments. And if you want more videos on hidden farming wisdom, self-sufficiency, and turning land into opportunity, subscribe. Because sometimes the biggest opportunities are the ones people walk past every day. If you stayed along, engaged, and got this far, thank you for watching.